Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP. This is a real quick and easy one. It's my version of a Vietnamese roll. I'm using chicken instead of pork, but I am using pork as well. Let's get on with it. First thing we want to do is make up a pickled carrot. Just got a medium-sized carrot, grated that straight into a little bowl like that, and all I'm going to do is add some sushi seasoning on that, and that's already got the sugar and the vinegar in there. That's all we need. Here I've got half a barbecue chicken. I'm just going to remove the breast, get all that breast meat off, remove the skin, we don't need it. We're just going to slice that up just pretty casually like that. No real rules for this. And this is a great way to use up some leftover barbecue chicken. It's a nice light meal on a summer's day or summer's evening. So we're just going to cut all that up and put that aside. Very, very nice and simple. And we don't even have to marinate this or have to do anything because we're going to do something a little bit different with the sauce in a second. Alright, so all of that goes in. Now you could use some cucumber. I didn't have cucumber, so I'm just using some nice little gherkins or some nice little pickles. Cut them up nice and fine. A couple of nice big pieces of lettuce, and we're just going to give this a rough chop. We don't want it too small. We want to keep some of that integrity because it's going to help hold everything together. So just give that a rough chop, and we'll put that aside as well. Now I'm going to make my dressing a little bit more important. About 2 tablespoons of a good quality soy sauce. That's just going to go straight into a squeezy bottle, and try and find these squeezy bottles. 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. These squeezy bottles can be used for all sorts of things, and they're not that expensive. And I'm also going to add in a little bit of mirin and about a tablespoon of ketchup mayonnaise, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil goes straight in like that too. Now I'm going to put in a good 1.5 tablespoons of honey. You could use some palm sugar, or if you want some brown sugar, or even a caster sugar. I prefer to use the honey, it's a more natural product. Give it a splash of water, it's going to cut through some of that saltiness of the soys. I'm just going to give that a really, really good shake. And now we have this beautiful seasoned soy sauce type dressing. Now I've got some spring onions, or scallions if you prefer. We're just going to take the tails off those. I'm going to cut those into about 3-inch long pieces, and we're just going to cut these up nice and fine lengthways, just in these beautiful little ribbons. And if you really want to, you could put that in some really cold water and they'll curl up and just look really, really cool. So try and find yourself a good Vietnamese bread roll. Takes a little bit of a search depending on where you are. Where we are, it is a bit of a search. I'm just going to cut straight through the center there. Try not to cut all the way through. Sometimes you'll make a mistake, so what? Now I'm laying down a nice little piece of roast pork that I've just bought from my deli. You could also use some char siu, but the char siu you would want to warm up just a little bit because of the fat factor in that. So that goes down. I'm going to give that a good squeeze with some Kewpie mayonnaise all the way across, and we're going to lay down our pickled carrot next. So I'm just going to lay that down, and that carrot does pickle up quite quickly. It does not take very long at all, about 15 minutes in total. So we're going to lay that down. We're going to lay down our spring onion, or scallion if you prefer. That goes straight down, and that scallion is really important to the flavour of these types of rolls. Now I'm just going to add in a little bit of lettuce. You don't have to have the lettuce if you don't want it, but it just makes it a little bit more of a complete meal and gives it a little bit more of a crunch. It just works out quite nicely. Now we just lay down some of our chicken pieces that we've just cut off that chicken breast. Look at that, fantastic. And we just keep layering up bits and pieces as we go. Make sure we get a nice coverage of all our vegetables. Now load that thing up with the dressing that we just made. Don't be shy, let it soak into the bread. It's one of the things that I do love about Vietnamese rolls. Now I'm going to add fresh coriander straight on top, just like that. And I love fresh coriander. If you don't want to use coriander, you could choose to use a fresh mint. You could even use some Thai basil, that would work as well. I just prefer my coriander, and that's why I'm going with that. As you can see, quite an easy little recipe to do. As I said, perfect for a spring or a summer's day, or even just for a light meal. Alright, I'd like to see you try and make this one at home. If you like this video, hit that like button. Gives me confidence. It should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Well, so YouTube says. Who knows what they're doing this week. Just before I go and eat my Vietnamese roll, I want you to come and join the family. My family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I will catch you next time.